Hey, how's it going, guys? Back again for another nerd sesh. Just me this week because I ran out of time. I was a little bit busy today and forgot that I needed to have this by Tuesday. But we're still gonna go through some things real quick. It'll be a little bit shorter than maybe last week. All right, so we'll start with other side, I guess, as we normally do. I kind of pre-made a lot of the routes, just so this could be a little bit shorter. Other side route will pretty much be the same that I normally do. Just come in here, kind of go around there. Pretty much the normal route, pick up your powers and go around. What I like to do pretty much anytime I really can is to pull everything in this section that's marked and then do a skip in Mechagon. This isn't too bad because a lot of these mobs have the same health. You just kind of want to be ready to move when Sanguine drops and maybe have a couple knocks in your group. Especially this week, you want to be really careful with anyone that has like a slow effect, like maybe Frost Mage is a little bit sketchy unless you have a knock. But anything that's going to keep them in the Sanguine is, you really want to be careful about that this week. Let's see, anything particular about other side that's going to be scary? Not really. Don't think. Seems like a pretty normal other side week. Over to my favorite halls. This route, I think I'm going to upload these routes. I'll put a link in the description. I added notes to my routes too. So like this one includes the 3 packs of the groundskeepers, but you don't have to pull this one, and that one. Like you could pull them whenever you want. You can pull this one over here instead, this one over there instead, wherever they fit into the route. And if you're playing with anything that like funnels damage, pull them onto like the mini boss or whatever you're comfortable with. Work good. I'm probably going to be invis skipping this because I always do. This double pull is probably fine. Just like bring him outside or tank him in here and get ready to knock him out of the Sanguine or walk away. The only mob that really stays still for too long is the Houndsmasters. If they're doing their rapid fire channel, they might stand there for like a really long time. The other casters, like you could kick them, or if, they don't cast for too long, so you could line of sight them or knock them, whatever works. Mist, like I normally say, you can't really make a route for it too much, but I'd say what you want to be careful of is these guys cast quite a lot, especially the harvesters. So be ready to kick them or knock them. Usually the harvesters die fast though in my groups for some reason. They all have around the same health. Actually, they all have exactly the same health, so not too bad. A lot of the mobs in here have very similar health, if not exactly the same. I guess the defenders are a little bit higher health, so maybe do more damage to them. These guys, these smallies here, don't drop Sanguine. So the only ones that drop Sanguine are the bigger ones. Not too bad. Storming's kind of annoying, but it's not really an affix that like is too much trouble. Like, it doesn't really slow you down too much. Or at least I don't think. It's kind of annoying for melee, but I don't know. That's not too bad. That's fine. Plague Fall. This route here is actually, I think Kyle gave me this route. It's just kind of like the normal one. So you skip the front. Why is it not an inspiring week? We'll change it to Sanguine. Same thing though. You just come in. You could probably pull all of these. Just like keep moving them or get ready to knock them. Don't like press binding shot in the middle of this pool and don't step in the Sanguine pools. Or if you're scared, like split it up or whatever. But pretty standard route here. There are some casters that like might stand in Sanguine for a long time, so just be ready to kick them as soon as the pool drops if they're in there. There's a few pools where like these guys have a lot smaller health pools than the big guy, so either do a lot of prio damage to this guy or get ready to like move them as soon as they die or knock the small ones. A lot of the time what I'll do is I'll like knock these mobs right when they're gonna die, and then they'll drop the pools out there, so you could like knock them out of the underneath this guy and then like slow them or root them or ring a piece to keep them out or whatever. That way you don't Sanguine heal this guy. Other than that, not too bad. The only thing that gets a little sketchy is down here. I believe all of these mobs will drop Sanguine, so same kind of deal. Like you want to just knock them away and then they'll die over here. And then this guy really sucks. Like, he'll probably get Sanguine healed if you kill the mobs under him, because he really doesn't move a lot. So be aware of that. Maybe it's worth like jumping over the pool here, like killing these guys first. That way just like there's only these Sanguines. Usually we bring these slimes over to the boss. I believe they drop Sanguine as well as the little like buff pool that you can stand in. Just something to be aware of. Still probably fine, you know, kite him over here. Plague Fall seems pretty good. Sanguine Depths is probably annoying just because one of like the smaller hallway dungeons of the expansion. So like Storming it's kind of harder to dodge with less space, and Sanguine takes up a bunch of space, so kind of tight. Maybe a bad week for melee in here, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think this route I made for this week specifically, but there's really nothing about it that's like specific to this week, so I don't know. Pretty normal. Just be aware of, you know, the Sanguine pools. Maybe if you're in like these tight corridors, kind of treat it like Spiteful almost, where like if you're fighting the pull here, like maybe stand over here as a DPS, like especially if you're ranged, like just get on the other side over the Sanguine's gonna be on pretty much every pull, and it's pretty free. If you're in melee, just like get ready for the pulls that are bigger than drop a bunch of pools. This I want to start doing with my group. I want to like pull these and then shroud over here. I've seen a lot of people doing that. Seems better than like fighting this brute. So a lot of times we'll like get the buff with this pull, then we'll pull these, and then the buff falls off like around here or when we're like pulling the mini boss, and it seems like kind of a waste. So I think what I'm gonna try is like doing one big pull here, unless it's like a crazy high key where I'm gonna die, and then we invis skip or shroud, pull these guys and tag him in, and then not necessarily together, but like pull these guys and then tag him at some point whenever you're comfortable, then CD this big pull, or maybe not because it's Tyrannical, but you know, whatever, pull this like normal and go along. What I've been doing a lot on my tanks is all invis pot or like stealth and pull the sentinel, so I'm probably gonna keep doing that, and just move him like when the Sanguine pools drop. Usually these guys get like destroyed, and then it's really just this guy you got to worry about. So like LOS them out here, and then maybe when they die, like walk in and the sentinel will follow you. I don't know if this is a frost guy this week. It says it is, but could be wrong. If it is, I think I want to start skipping him because it seems like a waste of time. Honestly, the slow's not too bad on the last boss. But I say that now, but you know, cut to me dying to the slow on the last boss for some reason. Why did I not pull this? I must have pulled something else. I guess pull these for the stacks, and then do these, or kill these and then pull them with these. Whatever works best for you. Go right, you can get the buff over here. Actually, I think that's why I didn't pull this pack, because I want to go over here and get the buff again. Come over here. A lot of time what I've been doing recently is like, especially on Tyrannical, like kill these packs and then have your group like wait all the way back here, because I think the jar is like somewhere like right here, maybe right there. I'm just like I want to have my group like stand all the way over here, and then I like stealth or invis and pull. This guy could be in a few different places, but like pull him and run all the way over here, and you get like 7 stacks of the buff, which is pretty nice. And then you just run straight to the boss with the stacks and you lust, and he should die pretty quick. And I've found like a lot of people and like pugs and stuff will open the jar like as soon as you get to it, but I think saving it for later could be pretty good. I don't know that you like need to skip this week. A lot of people skip it. Whatever you're comfortable with, you could swap it out with something. Yeah, and then just walk to the end, then you're good. But Sanguine's probably one of the hardest ones this week, I think. Spires is literally the exact same route that I do all the time, like the big pull here. The only thing you want to make sure you knock these guys away, or get this guy, you know, kind of away from the pull while they're dying. It's like the only risk is that you heal him, but honestly, even if you do, it's like not that bad. Just kick them, bring them to the next pull, I guess. This pull might be a little sketchy, like this big pull here. I don't know if I want to be doing that, but I'll probably do it, and then if it goes bad, I'll stop. I haven't been tanking a ton recently, kind of like bored in between the patches and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on like who's online. It's been kind of quiet recently, as you can see, doing the video alone, but it's like super late at night. No one's on. Over here, this pull's fine, I think, because they all have the same health, and they're really easy to move. They don't like cast or stand still or anything, and typically when you're tanking it, you want to be like running in circles anyway, so not too bad. This, I wouldn't really do this double unless like these two are about to die, maybe. You tag them in. I love doing this double with like Incarn or whatever, but I don't know. I guess it'll depend on what my group's doing at the time. I wouldn't recommend this double really, unless I have like insane damage in my group, like, and everything's gonna die at the same time, but might not be worth it. Depends on the key level, I guess. I definitely want to start skipping Oros and maybe Sog Inspires every time. I know that's what like most people do in like high keys, and it's not too hard. I've done it sometimes, but I think people get nervous, but I think we should just start doing it. These guys you could probably do together. I don't know. I always just like ask my healer, you know, see what they're comfortable with. Like sometimes it's easier to do them both at the same time, and like we have damage and healing cooldowns for it, versus doing them one at a time. But you know, I'll check with my group, see what they want to do. Yeah, everything else is normal. Moving on. Product Wake. Pretty much my standard route. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. I think it drops Sanguine, but so like maybe you don't want to pull trash, but I think these smallies don't drop Sanguine, so they're definitely free to pull on the boss with the orbs. But I don't know. You don't want to drop anything. You don't want to drop like Sanguine on the boss too much unless you're super expert, which I'm not. So I'll probably refrain from that. Necrotic Wake's pretty free like all the time, so there's no reason to get crazy. I'll probably skip this pack like I normally do. I like skipping this pack, but if you don't want to be doing like skips all the time, like you don't have a rogue, because usually what we'll do is like shroud this and then invis that, or invis this and shroud that. I don't know. You could pull it, or you could pull that and take away a couple mobs over here, whatever works. I don't know. The order of pulling these mobs is always weird for me, so I'm not even going to comment on that. Lastly, theater. This route, I just made a couple minutes ago, and I kind of dig it. I definitely think I'm going to pull the Bloodhorn, and then maybe I like tank them in a corner, and then once they're dead, like move to just move them. I don't know, because we'll drop Sanguine, but I don't know. Maybe it's not worth it. I think it's worth it. Fuck it. I'll find out. Coming here. I think I want to, depending on what the CD situation is, like, say we kill this guy, we come in, kill this. If we have, like, big damage, I think I might want to just come in Plague Room and do that, and go Plague. I guess it depends on if the fire guy's here. If the fire guy's here, I think I do the swing first from now on. I think that might be the move. If the fire guy's over here, then I guess we go over here. I know it says it is, but I feel like sometimes it's wrong, and then like updates on the week, but let's see if I change it. So like when I change the weeks, it doesn't change. Oh, it does. Alright, maybe it's every 2 weeks it swaps. Who the fuck knows? Maybe I shouldn't be making videos if I don't know the fucking answer to that question. Anyway, so what I've changed with my normal route is what I want to do. Come over here, you know, kill the 2 regular, kill this, and then I want to go right. Usually we go left, but like a lot of time people die to this tornado for no reason, so I want to just start fucking around going right, kill this extra 2-pack, and that'll cover the count from the entrance that we skipped, like that 3 mob, and kill this as normal as you have to. Yeah, and then go PvP wing. I think because it's tyrannical, these guys might be annoying with Sanguine. Maybe skip this. Maybe I skip this. I don't know. Probably fine. I think we just pull it. Pull it, pop damage. Knock him out of the Sanguine. And then go, and then come up here, and then you don't have to bother with these guys. You can just go straight into boss. Yeah, so let's see. Who's the pressure on this week? I feel like the tank has a lot of pressure to like manage the Sanguine. But you know, 1 or 2 people in the group can, with Nox, can like really carry. It's very nice. Yeah, like I said, beware of anything like with a slow. I don't know, just be careful with it. Be aware of it. If you have Nox, then like slows don't matter, but it can be bad. Like if it stays in the Sanguine for like another tick or 2 of Sanguine healing when you could have gotten it out because of the slow, it's like, yeah, it really sucks. So be aware of that. What's good to bring this week? Anything with a knock. I feel like I say that every week. I just like knocks, man. What are you gonna do? That's about it. Sorry, no guests this week. It's a little quiet. I was very busy today, and then no one's online in the middle of the night to record this video with me, so no surprise there. But I tried to make it as quick as possible. Feels weird to talk this long by myself. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Here's my cool spot that I'm sitting in. I just teleported somewhere from, was it, what am I in, Moonglade? Yeah, I think I'm at Moonglade. Some chill druid vibes with the lo-fi tunes. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. See you guys next time.